Okay, we are just shooting a video for Cheryl Thomas, who donated to me the $30 Bandit series, Benjamin Cowenberg from consciousazine.com. And firstly, I just wanted to say, look what we got. These were all like $1 each, so I just wanted to encourage people to actually just go have a look, even at the local store, not even at the farmers markets or anything, which at farmers markets and stuff you'll definitely get a good bargain. But these were being marked down. So we got some parsley. These are usually, I think, $4, and that was $1. So, you know, there's 4, 8, blah blah blah. So we got these all for $1 each. Even zucchini. So this is usually originally $3.25, it says. We got that for $1. So that's some zucchini. So I just wanted to encourage everyone to just go down and have a look, because you can get bargains, and it doesn't have to be expensive to grow at home. A lot of people always say to me, oh, but it can be expensive and stuff, but sometimes if you do it the right way, it might not be. So anyway, we're shooting a video for Cheryl. Now it's funny, I just want to explain a little synchronicity, because I accidentally said, well, since you're an older lady, I'll make your video on antioxidants, and then I just Facebook messaged her saying, oh, I didn't mean to call you old, but as in older than me. And so, you know, even antioxidants are good for young people, so that's all I meant by it. That, you know, you could use antioxidants. And so we're going to base the video kind of on the antioxidant angle. And so I'm not only going to show you what I ended up getting, which was synchronistic. In the end I got elderberries, so as in elders. Old people, you know, your elders of the tribe. So that was pretty synchronistic in the end, because they got marked down to $1.60. I went there to get blueberries, but ended up getting elderberries and all this other stuff, because the blueberries were $15, and we got all this within that same price. So I ended up going for many plants instead of just the blueberries, and these were probably, say, $5 originally, the elderberries. And now I realized, oh, hang on, they're antioxidant too, because they got vitamin C in them, and vitamin C is an antioxidant too. And if you don't know about antioxidants, they're actually pigments too, so I didn't realize that till a while ago. But yeah, so this was $1.60 in the end, so I ended up getting 2 instead of just 1 blueberry bush, so that was really good. What else we got was $1.25 basil, so you know, that will end up growing big like that one over there. That's pretty large. You get quite a lot of leafy greens, and like we made meatballs the other night and put some basil in there, and it just increased the taste. It was really nice. So that's another way you could use it. There's the other elderberry bush for $1.60. Now let's read what it says on the back in a minute, but we also got a bee, a little 35-cent aesthetic garden decoration here. There's a little bee. Now, he might not invite the bees along. Maybe he'll make a friendly environment for the bees, I don't know. But me and Linda are really into, you know, putting flowers out too. We haven't gone a lot of flowers yet, because I wanted to get the food plants in first, I told her. But, you know, at the end of the garden, once we've sort of got the main food plants in, I'll start, you know, letting her put more flowers in. And then we'll put more flowers in, and because if you haven't heard that a lot of bees are dying, I know especially in America, they're dying by the millions, you know, in their big colonies, just dying off because of pesticides and stuff. And so we want to attract the bees, and you know, they pollinate everything. And I read something about, if there was no bees, there'd be so much less food. You'd walk in the supermarket and there just would not be the same amount of fruits and food in the supermarket. If you have a little, even a surface research into that, you'll come against that. That's what you'll come up against, you know, that a lot of food won't even be there. So we definitely don't want to lose the bees, the pollinators. Okay? Oh yeah, and Linda was saying?
The Manuka honey from New Zealand is very good for ulcerating and topical for people, and also internal.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste brilliant, but it's got lots of healing qualities.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I used to buy a little bit of Manuka honey from the health shop too, but I didn't know it was good for ulcers as well. And I did read years ago, 2 years ago or something, something about honey's properties is anti-cancerous, but they couldn't isolate it. So I'm not sure if there's going to be much research on that, but this is what I read in one article. So they were saying there is something anti-cancerous about it, but they couldn't isolate what it was yet. So hopefully in the next few years that comes out and is a little better known. But for now, I think it's just a good idea to definitely put some flowering plants in and attract these little guys, not just buy the little garden decorations, which also look cool. And so yeah, we got that for you too, Cheryl. And so let's talk about more on the antioxidants and the elderberry. And let's see what it says here. So its name is Sambucus nigra elderberry, a large upright shrub that produces clusters of flavoursome berries packed full of vitamin A, B and C, used to make tea to soothe a sore throat, used to make jams and conserves, or on its own as a healthy snack. Thrives in sun to part shade in well-drained organic soil. Water moderately. So it likes full sun, well-drained soil, and water it moderately. And it gets about 4 to 6 meters tall and about 1 meter wide. So I'm not sure where we're going to place this berry yet. We might do it around the other side of the house here. But what I wanted to say was, in another video I have already shown this, but you might have gone past it. Now this is the Cape gooseberry. Now as far as I know, this is the highest non-mutagenic antioxidant in the world, the Cape gooseberry. There is dragon's blood, which is from a tree, I think in Africa, and it's the highest antioxidant value. But it's mutagenic, so it's not something you want to go eating. So this is the highest antioxidant in the world that's non-mutagenic. So I recommend, if you can find a Cape gooseberry bush, just get one. I can't remember how expensive this one was, but let's read into it a little. A low-lying, so this is a low-lying soft-wooded perennial shrub. The 1.5 to 2.5 centimeter yellow berries enclosed in pale brown casings. They're about the size of a cherry tomato. It makes wonderful preserves or jam. As a fluid retention kidney treatment, it is one of the best testing remedies around. So that's really good, you know. Obviously as you get older, your kidneys have been, you know, worn through a lot more, and it's a good idea to cleanse them and stuff. So that's really nice. So ideal for small gardens or in a pot on a veranda. They seem to go in, they seem to go in late spring. That's the harvest. They like full sun, and it says they get about 50 centimeters wide to about 60 to 90 centimeters tall. So they won't enlarge as much as this little guy. This one will get 4 to 6 meters by 1 meter, remember. And I'm going to take you around the back quickly and show you the other antioxidant plant that we've got, which is the blackcurrant, because it also has vitamin C in it. And everyone knows berries are antioxidant, high in antioxidant value. So there's a little black currant bush. I also got this for Brett McIntosh's $30 Bandit video, and we went into that on that video, but I'll just quickly show you. So this one gets 2 meters tall by 1 meter wide and has harvest in October to December and likes full sun to part shade. So it's high in vitamin C and potassium, and like I said in Brett's video, a lot of our food has a lot of sodium in it, and it's good to balance it out with some potassium. So now I wanted to go into, oh well, also strawberries too, a little bit antioxidant as well, because they've got, again, the vitamin C thing going on. But what I wanted to go into was, so that's all well and good, they're antioxidant rich plants, the berries, and if you don't know what we're mitigating there, it's anti-aging. So antioxidants are stopping oxidation and free radicals. Now free radicals are free electrons. So the thing is, I wanted to show you guys another way to mitigate this, not through eating anything, but through a meditative practice that I found on the internet. I'm going to hand Linda the camera in 1 second, but first I'm just going to show you where it is on my web page. It's actually on the Site Creator web page. That's where I wrote out the mantras for the nervous ganglion associated to each main chakra. And so that's in the meditation note on the Site Creator page of consciousazine.com. That's my page. And I'm actually going to just do this for you and show you, because you can't see it properly here. The video is there too. Now, I mix this method with the microcosmic orbit, which was Muntuk Chia instructed to me, but they've since taken down his video from YouTube, which is bullshit, for copyright. Now, I wanted to say also quickly, we are of Earth, and copyright I don't believe in. I think we should all share it all, but people will be against me with that. So anyway, let's see what it says here. It says the hip joint 6 times, under the rib cage 10, heart 12, nape of neck 16. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do this, and Linda's just going to video me so I can just show you where to do each one. I'll have to take the computer with me to read off how many times I've got to do the mantra for each associated nervous ganglion bundle to each chakra. There you go.
Yep. Well, it's a bit prickly, that grass.
Sorry? Come closer. Am I still in the shop?
Yeah, you're in the shop. Okay. Can you just talk up a little bit?
So the base of the spine, this is the Kundalini technique, the base of the spine. So we've got eyes in our hands here, and we're pulling in the good energy. Now we have a sympathetic nervous system. So you've got one going up there.
I can't get all your arms in, but that's all right.
Now the forehead is infinite until you feel you've forgiven everyone enough. So Mother, I forgive them all. And then this one is, Mother, grant me self-realization, and you're rubbing like this way on the soft spot in between the anterior and the posterior fontanelles. And Mother, please grant me self-realization 7 times. So this is all on the Yoga Meditation Healing page on consciousazine.com, or the Site Creator page in the meditation note. So
Absorbic acid, vitamin C.
Absorbic acid, vitamin C? I don't know about it. Okay. Yep. She was just mentioning coenzyme Q10 is good for people, and absorbic acid
and
as well.
Every day. Drink it then.
Oh yeah, and the yolk for the probiotics. Some people don't know about this, so we just wanted to quickly mention these things, so look into those things. Thanks guys for watching. Sorry about that, the video cut out, and I also just quickly researched the coenzyme Q10 that I showed you near the end there. Now what's funny is, it's also, at the end here it says, its function in the electron transport chain and as an antioxidant respectively. So it was apt for this video after all. Anyway, so coenzyme Q10 you could probably start taking after about 30 years of age or so, and it's for, it says those organs with the highest energy requirements such as the heart, liver and kidney have the highest coenzyme Q10. So for health in the heart, liver and kidney, for sure. And yeah, antioxidant respectively. So now we're going to go outside, and Linda's just going to take me again, doing that section again because the video cut out. But while I'm just waiting for her for a second, I thought I'd show you the tamarillo. Nice big leaf tamarillo, going really good in the sun. But mainly, since we're talking about some stuff that's good for a little bit older people than me, I'm only 28, this is the arthritis plant pennywort. Now, it's a good one because it's proliferating. See how it's sending out runners? That will actually root. If I put some good soil there, that will root down in it. It's just this soil's pretty hard right here. But look at it, it's going really good. You take 2 of these a day for 12 weeks and it starts to dissipate the symptoms of arthritis. Now, I would actually double the dose and take 2 at night as well. But that's just my personal opinion. And it's good just because it sends out those runners, and you can see it's really starting to spread. So that's a good one. Okay, now Linda's just going to show you again me doing the meditation since it cut out. So just get the computer.
Keeping busy. My dad lived to 93 and he took coenzyme Q10 and he was awesome. So it builds the heart muscle. He had a faulty valve. So it's awesome. I'll sit down. Not really. Hang on, I'll get you. Just wait a sec. I've got you now. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So, like I said, we have eyes in our hands, so you're going to pull a good energy in here. It's essentially going to go round to here and then push into wherever I'm pushing it and heal the nervous ganglion bundle that I'm associating the hand with. So, the mantra for the bottom chakra, right there, is
the root chakra.
The root chakra, Mother Kundalini, please make me innocent, pure and wise. And you do that 5 times. Then the next one is the hip joint here. And that is, Mother, please give me the light of knowledge. Mother, please give me the light of knowledge 6 times. Then we move up to just under the rib cage. Now remember, this is only for the left sympathetic nervous system. We've also got one on the right, so you switch. So we move up to the rib cage. Then it's 10 times. Mother, I am my own master. Then we move to the heart. Mother, I am my own spirit, 12 times. Then we move to the nape of the neck. Now, you are meant to hold at least 2 vertebrae. So you can see how I'm holding here. I'm holding my neck there. 2 vertebrae. The 2 fingers around 2 vertebrae and in the nape of the neck. And then that's 16 times. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I'm not guilty. You can just say, Mother, I'm not guilty. And then we move up to here. Now this is infinite times, and I've noticed it helps to actually sometimes say people's names if you feel like you need to, but sometimes you won't know where you got the pain here from, and it'll just be from throughout your day. And that's why the lady who teaches this told me, well, you do it infinite times there, as many times as you feel you require. Right? And I even go to here and then back down again to the third eye. So the last one, for the top, the crown chakra, is 7 times. Mother, Mother, please grant me self-realization. And then rubbing on the soft spot here in between the anterior and the posterior fontanelles. Just small, gentle little circles in here. And like I said, sometimes I go back down. Sometimes now, after I rub there a few times, I'll go back down. It's important to keep your arm up like this. So I hope you guys heard all that, and the thing is, you can go visit the meditation on the Yoga Meditation Healing page at www.consciousazine.com, or on the Site Creator page where I've actually written out the mantras, what the lady says in the video. And she also didn't mention in the video the root chakra one, which I've just showed you, which I had to research and find out for myself. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. So I'm just going to put those mantras in the video description with the video link of the lady teaching it to the Google Tech team. So it's from the Google Tech Talks, which are designed to disseminate a wide range of topics. That's where I first found it, and I'll put the link and I'll put the mantras that I just did written out, which are on my Site Creator page under the video in the description, in case you couldn't hear me that well. But I just wanted to show the position of the hands and just take you through it visually as well. And also, I think I might put one of the elderberry bushes right here. We did have dill, which didn't make it through the harsh all-day sun, because it's all-day sun here, so it didn't make it through there. I'm going to put that there because, you know, it's a perennial. Now, what's going to happen is this tomato is going to die after a season, and so by that time the bush can grow and grow and grow, the elderberry bush. So this is a good spot to put the elderberry. There's a bit of room, and the other one I'm not sure yet. That's where I'm going to put at least one of them. So Cheryl's got 2 elderberry bushes in the ground. And thanks a lot for donating, Cheryl. I've even got a little bit of money left over, which was also the point, and which is also the point of these videos, to support me as well. So thanks a lot, Cheryl, and I hope you learned a bit from the video in general. And the reason I was mentioning this Kundalini thing was because, you know, free radicals are like static in the body. Now also I could correlate this to how there's much static in the system of humanity. But that's another story, and at least I'll lay mention to it now, and I'll talk about that in another video. The static in the system of humanity. But I was talking about this Kundalini technique and showing you guys that because I was relating it to the antioxidative nature of it, or cleaning up the static in your body. And not just clearing the nervous system, it also seems to clear just the general static in your body. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll live another day. Oh, and just quickly, lastly, today I was walking past a chiropractic shop in Robina Town Centre in Gold Coast, Australia, and I saw this picture on the wall of the chiropractic window associating, I think it was the T4 spine part vertebrae to hay fever and flu or something. When that part, meaning when that part of the neck is blocked, that sort of stuff can pop up, and sinus related sort of things. Now I realized immediately it's truth, because when I do the nape of the neck that I showed you, which is near the T4 there, vertebrae, it indeed clears up my sinus, makes my nose feel better, and so on. And so I tried to look for a picture on the internet that was similar, but I couldn't find an exact similar replica. But as I wrote here, anyway, the point is, people didn't understand, or some didn't believe me when I said during the compression period and from its beginning 2007 I no longer got sick anymore. Then I walked past this picture today and thought, see, I'm right, I knew it. Oh, you might not have connected the dots. As I walked past, I thought, yep, see, because Kundalini. So, in my opinion, fuck chiropractic and jolting things haggardly into position. That is like last resort after subtle energy moving, what I just showed you, and unblocking via Kundalini. That should be sought first, because it's more subtle, and it's less, you know, cracking and so on, less harsh. So you should probably seek the Kundalini before you go to a chiropractor. So here is how this is achieved, and this picture's similar, but it's not the same, but it's also relating it, how that picture in the window was that I saw. I'm just going to have to put the camera down for a second and Control Plus and zoom in. But you can see it's associating, you know, different parts to areas and effects. So 1 second. So I've enlarged it a bit. Could probably enlarge it more. See, the one in the window of the shop at the town centre was really clear, and this picture's not so clear off Google Images, but it gives you the idea. That's what I'm trying to do. So see how it says 1C, 2C, 3C. You know, different parts of the back are associated with different things. So remember, I just showed you the Kundalini thing, which is also associated with different parts of the back. It wasn't just the bottom, was it? It wasn't just my head. So anyway, so like it says here, areas: blood supply to the head, pituitary gland, scalp, bones of the face, brain, inner and middle ear, sympathetic nervous system. Ah, that's what I was just mentioning, that the sympathetic nervous system runs on each side of the spine. Out there on the grass, I was saying that. I hope you could hear me out there. Now it says effects: headaches, nervousness, insomnia. Actually, I know the crown has got to do with feeling safe and stuff if your crown's open. Anyway, high blood pressure, migraine, headaches, something I can't read, chronic, I can't read the rest. Now the next one, the 2C, it says sinus trouble, blah blah blah, like I was just explaining to you. So seek out a good picture, because this one I really can't zoom in on very well. I can barely read it on my screen, so I'm guessing you guys are having trouble on the camera. For instance here, the 4C, like I said, the 4C there comes over here, and it's hay fever, runny nose, something loss, but there you go. Like I said, the one in the shop window said hay fever and sinus related stuff too. So each each part of your back is associated with real world things. This is not voodoo. This is for every human body, so it's cross-cultural, and so it doesn't matter if you're from, I don't know, a culture where they make you wear all black over you and beat you as a wife. This is still for your body and your wife's body, Mr. Wife Beater. And it doesn't matter what culture you're from. So this is for the human body, and as you can see, even chiropractors are onto it. They've associated it. Now, if you look into things like, Kundalini practitioners, they definitely know this stuff. Now, they know this through, as I do, through direct experience. So I encourage you to actually directly experience what I just showed you. So I'm going to put the link to the video and those mantras that I spoke on the grass there under the video description. And enjoy, guys! Alright, I just thought I'd show you putting the plants in. We just put one of the parsleys in a pot. I did put one of the elderberry bushes right there. Should be able to cope with the sun like that. And put the basil there. There's a marigold, and one of the zucchinis there, so it's got a little bit of shade from the morning sun and a little bit of shade from the afternoon sun, so we don't have to water it as much. And I did the same with this, planted it in between these two money leaf trees, so I get a little bit of shade there going on, and plus then I can trellis it over these. Once it starts to get longer and bigger, I can trellis it over them. Now I haven't watered them in because it's about to rain, so you can see the dark sky forming. Usually you'd water them in because stuff in the soil can hurt their roots and burn them, and they might shrivel up and die. But, and then another parsley in the pot round the back here where it doesn't get much sun, not too much sun, sort of just gets the midday to afternoon sun. And also I put one here, the other elderberry here, just to see the difference in how they do in the shade and in the sun, because the other one's in a little bit more sun. We can always move that one and put it in a pot, but this one's under a little bit of shade here. And again, like I said, I'm not watering them in because it's about to rain. So and also I just wanted to put them here because like it sort of doesn't even get the morning sun, but then it'll get the midday sun. It'll like stream down here, and then it won't get the afternoon sun as well, so it's pretty kind of like half shade spot. Just wanted to see how well it'll do. Probably means we'll just have to water it less, save on some water. So thanks for donating, Cheryl.
She hasn't got a full set. She must
Okay, lastly, we just separated all these what we think are rock melon or pumpkin seedlings. See them all through there, these guys. They're going to grow, but we had them in a big patch and we just left them for what, like a week, and they sprung up all right next to each other, and we've just separated them. Obviously some will die, but I'm sure some of these are going to grow. So already some of them are growing good after like a week. So yeah, I just encourage you to regrow your kitchen scraps, because look at this. If they all go off, we're going to have we're going to have rock melons or pumpkins everywhere. I think they're pumpkins. But yeah, so I encourage you to grow your kitchen scraps, because you can see how beneficial it can be. We've just filled a whole garden bed with just probably the seeds of one pumpkin and one rock melon. So I just wanted to show you the difference between the rock melon and the pumpkin seedlings, because finally the pumpkin came up. So when I last said I encourage you to grow your kitchen scraps and these are all rock melon or pumpkin, I found the difference. So these are the pumpkin ones here, and I'll hold this one next to it so you can see, and there's the rock melon one. So you can see the difference there in the leaves. They're more like rounder, and the pumpkin ones are more elongated. There's another rock melon one. See how it starts to get really round. And the pumpkin ones are all skinny. That's how I know they're pumpkin, because I just threw pumpkin ones in, so I know that they're pumpkin ones. And yeah, they seem to stay like that, not get rounder, like that. See, there's a big rock melon one coming on, getting bigger, and see how it's round. Pumpkin ones are elongated.